Hi everyone, I'm Fanyi here again. We are going to have a chat with our Captain Zhai Mo. Today is the 21st day that our Captain Zhai Mo and also his teammates on the sea. They depart at June 30th and now they are in Bering Sea. They passed the Tsushima Strait and passed the Sea of Japan and now entering into the North Pacific, heading to the even north, to the North Pole.
So hi guys, I'm Ziyuan, back here again with Fanyi on the special coverage on the sailing trip. And also we talked to Captain Zhai Mo beforehand, so a lot of fun stuff going on board. And yeah, looking forward to it.
Exactly, and this is going to be...
Wait, we got to sing our theme song. We play that song every single time during our streaming, so
okay,
here we go.
Have a song for our captain.
I am sailing home again across the sea. Okay. Back to the business, yeah.
All right, and this is actually a circumnavigation in the Arctic Ocean. Our captain is going to do a 4-month-long non-stop sailing in that area, and now I think we can bring up our Captain Zhai Mo. Let's welcome our Captain Zhai 老师。
嗨，你好。
翟老师能听清我们说话吗？
Okay, hear us.
啊，听得清楚，非常清楚。
Yes, very clear, very clear.
好的，那个今天天气怎么样呀？
All right, how's the weather today?
今天天气阴，但是
Sea is a
有
little
点
bit
雾。
cloudy, a little bit foggy.
风应该是大概是12节左右，因为12节现在的航速大概是
So we talk about
6节嘛，航速6节。
at we are at the speed of 6, the wind around 12. So for us, actually, it's very nice weather. I can tell, especially compared to the previous days, I can tell that actually we just had a very big headwind. So we basically sail against the wind. So right now the wind's around the equator 45 degrees. So the previous days actually the wind a big problem for us, slowing down our speed. Right now that's the speed is okay for us. The wind is helping. So we talk about the wind. Because right now we already leave the.
第4天了嘛。
You see, right now we already entered the territory of Bering Strait. I believe that around 3 days we'll be arrived at the Bering Strait. So that's 3 days and a half.
还有600多海里。
So it's foggy. We can tell from the picture, right? You look at. It seems like a storm is coming.
前段时间都是在阿尔茨海，它形成的那种低压，然后包括在对马海峡的时候也是来的低压，是
So we
黄
talk
海来的
about
低压。
actually we feel
这种
that
低压一般的最高的风大概都
low
18级。
tension. So the wind is like level 7 and 8. Actually, we encountered twice this kind of situation.
因为天气就开始有大雾。
And when we approaching
有时常呢还下着小雨。
our journey, actually we also encountered the raining days with low visibility. Today I can tell you actually is much better. It's foggy and a little bit cloudy. Unfortunately, we didn't see any sunrise or sunset. So at the Japanese Sea, actually we saw sunrise, sunset. That was a pretty nice day. Very good memory. So what's the time exactly that happened? So what's the time
现
now?
在的时间，
Your
我
time.
的手机上的时间大概是
So let me check my phone. Let me check the time.
5点06。
Right now it's 5:06.
跟北京的时间是相差4小时吧。
So it's a 4-hour time difference from Beijing time, right? 4 hours different time difference.
马上我们到了日更线了。
So very soon we're approaching to the prime meridian. So we're quite close to the prime meridian. So we talk about
到
when
跨
we
国的线是这样的
or
哈，一
let's
东
say
一
that
西嘛，
we talk about that
一
date
根线是
line,
以
right?
东和西为准的。
So that's divided by the east and west. So we don't know exactly the date, how you count that.
跨过去是叫西经，我们这边是东
So
经。
if right now we still call ourselves that east longitude, right?
那您刚刚那个提到这个大雾的天气，对行船
So we talk about a foggy day. So like the day today is impose big challenge to you, especially during the evening and also it's foggy, so it's quite severe situation, especially in
航
the
行的
evening,
这个
right?
途
So you
路
look
途
at
基本上见不到
the
船只
journey
的，
right now so
因为
far.
它不是主
Actually,
要的
we
一个航
haven't
道
seen
嘛。
any
所以说我们可
other
以就是
sailboat
在
because
能
we
见
are
度
not
很低的
really
情
go
况下
the
引导
normal
因为
route.
我们还有
So
雷
with
达。
the low altitude, so
因为
basically we are
有雷达的话
safe
可以
because we
看
also
到
with the help
就
of
是近
radar.
处有没有什么障碍
So
物。
for us,
那
we
个
can really
我们
monitor
现在
any
睡觉
the
大概
a
是3个小时。
barriers or the a
三班
suddenly
三班倒，
the
3个
foreigners
轮
approaching us.
轮着
So
倒。
for us, we take
这样
shift,
的话，刚刚
3 hours
刚
per
才
shift.
是米莎是早上值的班儿，现在在休息，然后让我
So
们
we
给叫
had a
醒了。他
person
现在给他正
taking the morning
准备给我们
shift,
做晚餐。
and we shake him up because the dinner time he has to cook, unfortunately. So let's talk about your colleagues.
我们的船
So we
员
see the seaman.
啊，
I
我
believe there are
们
two
船员是第一
sailors
个
with
先
you,
介
right,
绍
Captain?
老铁，
So
老铁
captain
这段
number
时间
one,
是比较累的。我
Laotie,
们的
he's
船出现问题
actually
了，
work
基
a
本上
lot
是我们的
in the
大
past
总
2
管。
days. Actually, he's the man here is managing everything. We talk about the
反正隔三
engine,
差五的出现问题。
small function. We
那
have
个
any
主帆
like
昨
small
天是
function
刚刚把那
issues.
个主帆给
He's
修
the
好。
man to fix all these.
前几天的时候是发动机，
So it's
不是左机坏就是
technician.
右机坏，
We talk about like the
还有发电
engine, no
机，
matter it's left one or
这
right
都
one
都
or
是
the a power
老铁
generator.
给
Anything.
维护
Think
来
about the
保养。
technical
然后
part.
现在
He's
是
the man. Go
发动
with
机
him.
都
He will
非
be the
常
man
正
to
常。
fix all these. And
说
so
这
far
是
so
我
good.
们的
Everything
航
right now
行
is
的一个
goes
最大
smooth.
一个保障。
So actually, he provided all the guarantees for us. Say hi. 老铁. So look at
我们两个
myself.
都是属猴的。
So look at my mustache, quite long. So both of
我
us
们两个
born
是都是
in
属
the
猴
year of
的，
monkey.
感觉跟个老猴都不太一样的。
So different style of monkey, you can
我们
tell.
昨天的时候，为了庆祝我们生好
So
那个修
yesterday
好主帆，
actually we
专门取了
celebrated
一瓶酒，
had a big success
那
and
那
we
瓶酒
opened
是
a
3只猴子，
bottle of wine.
3只猴子，让你们看看3
So
只猴
let
子的
me
酒。
show you. Look at
那个
this.
米莎说，
The
看到
liquid.
3只猴子就想到我们3个
So
人。
this is the one actually we
看
opened.
到了吗？3
And
只猴
this
子
is
的
a
酒。
name called the Three Monkey. I believe that's the name of this one. You see that 3 monkeys? So that represents 3 of us.
我们可以应该喝一点。
So when you mentioned, as you mentioned about the wine, I believe you have a lot of wine, right? Liquid, as well as food. Then that comes to my next
船上的
question
这个库存，
about your food reserve. Food, drinking, beverage, your supply.
我们现在
So please introduce a little bit your supply on the sailboat.
一个是吃的现在你看米莎做的
So
东西
look，at what we
我
have
们
right
这
now.
是
Actually, we are
前2天的时
preparing
候我
our
们
dinner.
钓的明太鱼。
And this actually we got just
那
a
个
couple days ago.
那个
And we fished this.
米莎要准备给我们做俄罗斯大餐，这几
This
天
is the a
做的非常
pollock.
不错。那个又做的那个叫紫
We had the a
红菜汤，
Russian
俄
style.
罗斯的红菜汤。啊，
So the Russian soup,
Oh.
a very famous one. It tastes very
打招呼。
nice. Please say hi.
他一会儿要给我们做了以后让大家看，感觉跟我们一块品尝品尝。
There's also our chef on board.
那个下去看看吗？
让米莎来跟大家打个招呼吗？对，下去看看。
好。
So maybe we can go upstairs.
哎，米莎。
So Misha,
米
your
莎
show time.
过来给大家打个招呼。
Misha, come and say hi.
在这个米莎上有。
你给大家打个招呼。哎，米莎过来了啊，给大家打个招呼，因为下去的时候信号不好。
Hello.
随便说嘛
What should I， say？
大家好。
Anything.
啊，
Hello to all.
那个
I'm
米莎要
cooking
做
now.
饭去。
Very busy to prepare the dinner.
看来这段时间我们在船上，那个语言都稍微的迟钝一点了。
哎，那您之前说那个就是之前您不是说因为那个热嘛，然后有很多食物
So
都
you
坏
talk
了，
about
然后
actually
之
the
前的那
temperature
些
quite
食物
high,
都
so
完了
the
嘛，
food
然后
actually
包括
could
你
not
也挑
reserve
了
for a
很
very
多
long
没有
time.
现
海鲜。
我
And
们
also, it seems like you eat quite well. A lot of
那个
seafood.
现在的食物
So
应该
however,
说我们就是有几个坏掉的，就是处理掉
So
了。
talk about
现
food.
在那些东西
Actually,
还一
some
直
food
放在
actually
地上，
not
因为
good
天气
to
冷了嘛
eat.
那个
Because right now
现
we're
在
also
保
entering
存
to a
的
colder area,
非常
so
非常
it's
好。现在
kind
是
of
我们
preserved
刚
for a
刚
longer time.
就是抓到了不少鱼嘛，先吃新
And
鲜
also
的，
we caught a lot of fishes.
那
So
个
why
易存的东
don't we
西现在
start
放
with
到最
something
后吃。
fresh? So actually
前
we
几天的时候，
reserved
那
the
个
others
谁，
for
老铁
later.
和米莎钓的是
So Lottie and
三
Misha
文鱼，还
also
有
got like salmon.
鳕鱼。前几天的时候，我给
And
米
also
莎有钓的是
we also got
叫
the
明太鱼，其实明太鱼也是鳕鱼的一种，
coat. And
也是
also
非常
got
好
the
吃
a
的。
different
就
kind
是
of
应该
fishes
说
and
明
also
太
the
鱼是
pollock.
韩国人主打的一
The
道
pollock
名菜，叫明
Actually,
太
that's
鱼。
very
可能这
famous
个明太鱼也
in
是从
ROK.
韩
It's
国
one of the very famous ROK dish and soup.
起的名字吧。那
So
个
I
它是
believe that
没有
maybe
鱼
the
刺的，
one of the a name
它可
maybe
以
from the
煎、
Korean language.
炖、炸
And also can
都
cook in
都
different
是非常好
styles.
的。这几
It's
天
so
又是我
very
们吃的
tasty.
鱼头，包括
So like a
一
fish
会儿
hat.
米莎给我们
We
做的
enjoy it. And later
叫
on,
俄
we
罗
will
斯的
also
那
enjoy
种
our dinner
炸
in
鱼，
a Russian style.
也是非常。
Right now, Misha
它
is
前几天给
preparing
我
for
们做的
us.
是三文鱼，
And also a couple of
一直
days
吃
ago,
到
we
现
also
在，还
enjoyed
没有吃
salmon.
完。
Actually, we
这
consumed it
几
for
天
many
要
days.
改
We
善
still
改
have some
善，要
leftover.
吃
So
叫
we
明太
also
鱼了。
changed to another style of fish.
那沿着您刚刚那个问题，因为基本上因为就是您到哪个海域，您就吃
So it
那儿的
seems
东
like
西。
when you
那
enter
包括
into
您
different sea
过
areas,
了
you
这个
enjoy
日
different
本
fish
海
from
域，包
the
括韩国
each
这边。其实
sea
我们比较
area.
好
So
奇，
it's
就
like
是
we
之前
quite
非
curious.
常
We
非
like
常
to
争议的
know
这个
that
排放河的这个污水和废水。那其实
the wasted water actually discharged to the sea. Actually, for the sailing people, these kind of situation, what do you think for fishing, for consuming fresh fish? How do you think about that? For the Chinese people, actually, our style is like we would like to cook everything so
其实
well.
核泄漏
before
它
eating.
对这个海
So what do you
洋
think
污
about
染
that?
是最大的，
So
特
for
别是会
the
影响到
wasted
更多
water
的
discharge
就
to the
是
sea
鱼的物
actually is
种。
a big issue
那
to
个我们
the
现在航行
biodiversity,
的这个
especially to
水
the
域啊，
variety
还
kinds of fish.
是叫水暖交汇的一个地方，一个是千岛寒流和北海
So we
道
talk
的
about a lot
暖
of
流交
fish
汇，
we
这
consume
是
and also
形
we
成了
actually
世界
adding
上
a
的
water
三大渔
heating
区
and cooling
之一。
intersection
另外一个
places.
是
So that's just
叫
why that's the
北大西
place
洋，挪威
with
的那
as
一个地方，就是挪威到加拿
efficient
大，
fish.
那个地
So
方也
another
是
place for Norway
北大
and
西洋
Canada
的
is
暖
also
流
the
和
intersection. So you
北
look at
极的
actually the
寒流交汇形成的这种渔
place
区。
actually
说这几天我们为什么运气很好？实
the
际
a
上是
places
我们
with
进入
the
了
a
一
warm
个
current and the cold current coming
这
together.
三大渔
So that's
区
the
的
intersection
其中之
places.
一，就
That
是
is the
叫北
places you
海
can
道
find
渔区。
these kind of
这
sufficient
地方
and
产
also
自有鳕
tasting
鱼，
fish. And also a couple of days ago, we
还有
just passed
像那
by
个叫什
the
么叫
Hokkaido
叫
sea area, so
比
that is
目
why we
鱼
also
都是
caught
这个地
a
方
lot
的
of very
而
good
且
fish. That's
这地
just
方
from
的
that
鱼类是
the
非常
places,
多的
only from that
当时
places.
我们钓
And also
那
I can tell
个
actually the places also with
钓
different
那个
kinds of
三
fish.
三文鱼和那个
So
鳕
for
鱼的时候，
salmon
大概都在半个小时左右就一桶。
and also actually
而
in a very
且
short time we got
前几天的时候，
a
我们
basket
钓
of
了那个
flatfish.
明太鱼的时候，
The
大概
flat
半个小时
fish
吧，就钓了20条。所以说
So
这地方
same
的
for
鱼
the
还是非
pollock.
常的
Actually, in
多
a
的。
very short time, we got 20 pollock.
那个
So you could tell from
我们
this
也不希
quantity,
望说，
and
因
in a
为
short time period,
像
we
核辐
got
射的
this
话，可
abundant
能
of
随着这个
number. So
暖
we
流，
talk about that's the
北太平
discharged water,
北太平洋的一个暖流，可能的水流是
especially the
往
nuclear
加拿大和美
radiation
国那个方向，就是叫一个叫黑潮
contain
嘛，
discharged water
会
actually
影
to
响
the sea.
那个方位，应该说是
Very big impact
受污染
to
是
the
最大
sea
的
water, especially
因为这边
of
儿
water
毕竟它
flow,
是过
right?
不来这个暖
So
流的。
we talk about that
所
will
以我
be
们希望
impact
什么呢？
the
希
a
望
living environment for
最好是
fish
吃不到被
in the
污染的
water.
鱼。
We hope that we can consume that clean fish, right? The unpolluted one.
关键解释一下，因为今天这个直播变成了中文，所以我们呢，简单的跟我们这个双语的这个观众都要说明一下这个内容是。Because today our Captain Zhai Mo don't speak English, so that's why we have Mandarin and English at the same time in the live stream. And also, you can always find our live stream on CGTN apps and website and Facebook, YouTube. And you can also take a look at the Chinese app, for example, Yang Shiping, and also the platforms Weibo, Douyin, and also you can follow CGTN and CGTN Frontline. We will have the live stream on all these platforms. And during our conversation with our captain, we will keep using Mandarin. And just a short explanation.
Yeah, so I want to quickly recap right here. Again, feel free to leave your comments on all the platforms that we just mentioned. In addition to that, so this has been 3 weeks, so 21 days into the sailing trip. In addition to that, he is 4 time zones away from us. And this is our second time live streaming. So first time I still remember him wearing a t-shirt and chatting with us and eating snacks, but now they're all wearing heavy jacket. And in addition to that, I also want to provide you with some background information. First of all, because of the high wave as well as the hot condition, there has been food rotten in their storage. So they had dealing with that, as we just mentioned in our previous question. In addition to that, their solar panel is all broken, according to Captain Zhai last time. So that's something to look out for. Upcoming in our live streaming, that's like the equipment wise. And then the third one is obviously weather condition. You can't really predict what it's going to be like, what's the weather condition, what's the wave. As he just mentioned, he encountered twice all the bad weather. He ran into them. So nature is just a condition that you can't predict. So I want to give you guys a background information on that, and also maybe you can
Maybe we can continue
yeah,
with our Captain Zhai.
Mhm.
We want to look inside the storage now. 翟老师，您能给我们展示一下现在那个食物的库存还有多少吗？之前
like
我
to
记
show
得还有
us
这
your
个
reserve.
像
I remember
烧肉，这个
you have that
烧肉
pork.
各种的这个库存，咱们还有多少？能给我们展示一下吗？
我们现在是这样
More
的，
your
以下的
reserve.
船舱啊，那个信号不是太好。我们现在是，我们
So
走
I cannot really go
了离开上
downstairs
海应该
because
是
that's the a communication signal will be
21天嘛。
a little bit
21
weak.
天吃
So
的
right now we're
几
already
乎
on the sea
还
for
有很
21
多的东
days.
西，
So
还
actually
没有吃
we
完。
have a
这段
lot
时间一直在吃新鲜的鱼了。
in our reserve because in the
那个
past
我
few days we just
我向你
consumed the
看一下
fresh
啊。
fish. Let me
带你
show
们
you.
看一
Let me
眼。
try to show you what we have here.
这些东西基本上还没动。
就是有点糊。看那棵树了吗？刚才有一棵树，待会儿把那棵树可以展示一下。
那啥？嗨。
现代化。
So you look at a lot of things actually unpacked. A signal is okay, right? The signal is very nice, very smooth. I can see like the boxes of food. You could see that actually we have a lot of boxes of food held there
三个多月的时间了。
because we still have 3 months to go, right? So maybe we can stay at the living room. We see a tree.
啊？
Is there a tree here?
喂。
翟老师，我刚刚在那个
哎，听到了吗？
看到了沙漠玫瑰，
We saw that there's a
哦，我这
rose,
是从南
isn't
方，
it? Here you
对
go.，
这是从
Zhai?
热带
See a
到寒
desert
带的一个植物
rose.，
这是沙漠玫瑰，而且长势比较不错。
So this is actually
可能
from
现
the
在温度还
tropical
是比较暖
places.
和
You
的。
look at right now, a growing momentum is very nice.
你为什么要带着它？
So why you bring this on board?
那个，这是我从三亚一直
Actually, I got
我
this from
总有一
Fanyi.
种感觉，想带着一个热带的植物
So I
跟
would
我
like
一
to
块
bring
儿走一
something
趟。
from the tropical
北冰
places
洋，
with me to the very cold
这是从一
places
个
to the Arctic
叫
Ocean.
热带到寒带的一种感觉吧。
So that's from the tropical places to
所以
the
它到了
Arctic
寒带，它也
Ocean.
能
So
活着，
from
是吗？
two extremes. So it still can
应该
survive
这个季节它是
in
能活
the
着的。
Arctic Ocean. For this season, yes,
那个我们希望它能在路上能开花。
I think so.
哎，对了，在上面
And I hope to see it blow.
看一下，哎这个长得也不错。这是一个九里香，
And the
看
other
到了没
one,
有？
我们来看一看。
can you see this?
我觉得这个就是在咱们整个直播的过程中啊，因为咱们的
That's
直
the
播会持
communing.
续这个接下来的3个月还会继续的有。我觉得我们每次
Actually,
可以
that's
来
we were
观察
also.
一下这两个植物的生长状态。
对，
Let me check. So let's check these 2 plants.
长
in
势
only
良
3
好。
months. So far so
我们
good.
希望那
They grow
个
very
沙漠
nice,
玫瑰
and I
能开
hope
花。
that we will see that a desert
我见
rose
过照片。
blossom. It looks very nice.
那个沙漠玫瑰开起来是非常漂亮的。
Actually, I can tell you that the
那张老
blooms
师，
should
那
be
个
so
您带的
nice.
水，当时您跟我说是带了。
So what about the drinking water?
多
3
So
吨
it's around
3吨水。
2.5, nearly 3 tons of water
3吨。
on board. How much
这
left?
我们还有大概我们用掉了不到半
We
吨吧。
consumed
哦，那还是很节省。
less than half ton
对，
of
我们
water.
基本上是不洗澡，刷牙的话
So we not
能
really
偶尔刷
shower
次
a
牙了
lot.
其他的东西能省的则省
And
了。
actually, we
Yeah,
try
we
every
didn't do the-
efforts to save
我们可能过一
water
段时间，
because
咱们
later
中远
on
特运正好有很多的这个就是船只嘛，因为有一个那个咱们中远特运可能在28号有可能给我们碰面的一艘船，
we will
还有一
see
个我们
that
的一个
the
科考船
a boat from the
叫
H
雪龙2
Costco
号，
and also we
Yeah, you
will
want
meet the
come
A 雪龙
在
number 2
白令海
later
峡
on
给
in
我
our
们见面。
voyage. So maybe
那
we
现在
will
就是
meet
看我们
them
的
at the
航
Bering
线，
Strait.
对，我们现在的航线是，给他们稍微的有点偏。
So our
我们
voyage
是
route
往
right now is
白
not
令海峡的里边走
approaching
了，
to
因为
their
我们是
routes.
为了赶风
We
嘛。
are approaching to
那个
the
他们可
a
能是贴到俄
deeper
罗斯的
side
那
of
个
the a Bering route,
航
and
那
for
个位
them
置，
there
可
was
能直接
actually
插
quite
到
close to
白令海
Russia.
峡。
So we will
大
see.
概如果
We
是
hope
我
to meet
们
them at the Bering
运气好
Strait.
的话，在23号、24号
So
能
hopefully
在
on
白令海
23rd or
峡能碰
24th,
到，就
we
看
hope
这
we
几
can meet
天
them up.
风是不是给我们助
So
力。
that also depend
如
on
果
the
风
wind.
助力好的
Let's
话，
see
能跑
whether
到
the
季
wind
节，
help us or not.
甚至8节的话，
If
我估
we
计
can
有望能
really
给他
run
们在白令
faster,
海峡
then
见
we
面。
hope that we can meet them at Bering Strait in the coming
我
days.
觉得我们在此处应该 对。
So I believe that if actually we will meet them, I hope that we can have a live streaming, right, at CGT New Media, because that we know the Xuelong, that scientific research vessel, just started their
他
new
们
round
的
of
船速
expedition.
是我们的2倍，大概
Actually, their
13节
speed
左
is
右。
twice the knots.
所以其实我很好奇，在日期上你们本身是否有我们所说的延迟？因为我还是记得当时你是有一个这个时间节点，你必须
So we talk about
那
your
个时间节
milestone,
点就是跨
your
过这个
timeline,
您
right?
现在说一个
You
是
have
碰到
your
了极端的
schedule.
这个
So we
天气
talk
比
about
较
that
糟
you
糕，然后还有
encountered
就是
the
目前
extreme
的状况，
weather and
风啊
also，
你也是为了
the
去赶这个
wind
风，然后所以我们比较
would
好奇
to
说
raise
您本
and
身是
also
否有
maybe
任何
sail
的延迟相对于
ahead of the
日期
wind. So compared to our original time schedule, whether we behind the schedule or we okay with it.
翟老师，
哎，你好，
哎，刚刚
刚才没有
想问
听到
您的是，啊，明白，我再说一遍。刚刚想问您的是，就是说您刚刚说碰到了极端的天气，然后包括这个就是去追这个风，然后
So we talk
希望
about
在某个节
wind
点
is
到
one
达一
issue
个
and
地点，
also
因为
another
包括
issue
这
is
个
the
海
extreme
流
weather. So
怕船
we
被
talk
冻住
about that
所以
right
想
now.
问
We
一
want
下
to
在
do
目前
everything
目
to
前进
like
度
keep up with our time schedule. So any delay happened according to our original
我
plan.
们那个专家团队啊，给我们提供的现在冰期的一个报告。
So based on a report
今年的
provided
冰期要
by
比
the
以往
experts,
要融化的慢。
we talk about
现
that
在
the
咱们一个叫天惠号，现在是从西边往东，就是从欧洲开
glacial
到咱们
period, actually this year
青
is
岛的有艘货船，现在是因为过不来，那个现在就要等到这个看冰的情况了。
we should depend on the ice, whether the melting faster or slower.
但
喂
我记得您上次是说，哎，翟老师能听见？
啊，
那
看一下这个冰的融化程度。
So we depend
如
on
果是我们
the
赶到白令海峡，
melting of the ice. If
如果
we
是
arrived at the
可
Bering
能现在
Strait,
的情况是，
judging from now,
叫西伯利亚海那个地方可能还是稍微航，但在
So we
北地
talk
岛
about
那个
when
地
we're
方，可
entering
能现在
to
要航不过去。
that's
那
the
个
Siberia. Right now
看
is
应该还有
Siberia. Right now
10
is
天左右吧。
okay, but it
是否是
still
融化
have 17 days. We will
这对
see
我
that
们来说是
ice
一个很大
melt.
的一个挑
If
战。
yes, then we
如果
can
是
go
船
through.
融化
If
的
no,
慢，
then that's a big
是不是
challenge
结
to
冰
us. So we
还要
talk
结得
about
快？
with ice
如果一旦结冰
melting,
快的话，
or
我
we
们过
talk
鱼
about
又
that
过不
the
去。
icing surface
必然
already
要会被
taking
冻
shape
在
or not. So it
西北
depends
航道
on
上。
whether that we can go through or not.
所以说我们现在是想跟时间赛跑，但是
So that is
我们
why
有
we
担
race
心，
against the
我们
time,
想跑
but
也
also
跑
on
不过
the
去。
other side, that even though you race the
就跑过去了也
surpass the
不一定那
time,
么近。
but maybe you don't
我
have
们
a
现在是不是跑过去了？我们现在怕担
unimpeded.
心东北航道，
So
我
we're
们现
quite
在过不
afraid
去。
that the north
明白。所以其实
is the a route.
东北航道就会有这样的。
对，就还没通。
The northeast route, whether it's stuck or
但
not.
这几天可能就有很大的一个变化，现在都是
So
未知的嘛。
right now we waiting for the ice period, a lot of uncertainties.
我没有想到东北航道也会有这个问题，因为在我现在
So
为
we
止这个资
didn't
料
know that the a northwest
今年的
route
是比往年来讲要暖
will be frozen or not. We talk about that the frozen time period actually is later than the previous days. Based on the data, actually the summer temperature actually even reached to 30 degrees Celsius. We talk about the circle
有这样的一个情况，所以我没有想到
of
东
North
北航
Pole,
道也有。
including Norway.
我
We
一开始是以为只有
don't
在
expect
西北
that same situation happened.
被冻住这样子的一个。
So for my expectation is that the northwest may have that issue
东北航道现在还没有
of
完全的
our vessels could be frozen. So let's say that's around the 3.5 days later we arrived at Bering Strait. After we
再开通
sailed through the Bering Strait,
边走，然后
So it seems like that your route ahead of you right now, the ice melt, and then you can go through. That's your expectation. So we will say from our day one, and also experts suggest us that we should go as fast as possible, and also hope we can arrive there on the 25th. So that's why the expert asked us to really stick to July 25th to enter to the Arctic Ocean. So that's why we have a route plan for us to go East Siberian, because right now we already know that some areas are already frozen together. For the Siberian Ocean,
东西伯利亚海还有拉布杰夫海，这都有一部分就靠近陆地的那个冰啊。
And also the Chukchi Sea, actually some of the places near the land area is already melted. So based on the current knot, so around 24th of July, you can pass through the Bering Sea, Bering Strait, and hope that we can heading west on 25th. So it seems like you wear a down jacket, right? Right now we talk about the temperature, right? So the temperature difference is 7 degrees Celsius. Right now already climbed to 11 degrees Celsius. So we need to wear the water propellant shoes. And because it's foggy days, right? So when we make our way to the deck, actually the deck actually is covered by like thinner layer of snow. So talk about outside, actually it's a much lower temperature. So we talk about that the places actually that's the command module, right? That's the cabin actually is very warm. So we could tell it's actually temperature is quite low outside. And we talk about the quilts we bring with us. The quilt we bring it for summer purpose. And also the sleeping bag we bring actually that's good for us to sleep at the temperature minus 50 degrees Celsius. And also this time we also bring a lot of the down jackets and also the cotton padded clothes.
应该这个点我们现在穿的服装。 我们现在穿的服装
can you show us?
是这个牌子是应该是北极虎吧
So look at it, this is the down jacket. And also the anything thicker than the one you are wearing.
现在封起来了，因为占空间嘛。
Actually, we not unboxed them yet. So because that's taking more space, right? So basically, we right now.
对，航行的时候别太拥挤。
Want to leave more space, so when we need them, we unbox it.
哎，那我比较好奇，您之前说那个太阳能板，就是已经
We talk about solar
都损坏了，然后
panel.
完全是靠柴油在走。那您
Actually,
现在是一个什么
malfunction.
情况呢？因为您当时说，
Right
如
now,
果这个
the
柴油费用
wholesale
的话
actually propelled by diesel.
所以我比较好奇，
If diesel run out, what should we do? So we, of course, would like to know about the more.
我们现在是油，现在基本上能够我们航到
talk about the diesel.
白令海峡的。
Good
再
for
点就
us
是，如果假
to
如
sail
我
to
们
the
做了一个
Bering
最坏的打
Strait.
算嘛，就是
So the worst
现
case
在我们靠的发
scenario,
电主要是个用柴油发
the
电，
power we
原来
generated
是
actually
靠那个太
rely
阳能板
on
嘛，
diesel.
太阳
Before
能
is
板
we
后来
plan
出现了
to
这样的一个故障。
with the help of the solar panel, but right now solar panel malfunction, we cannot use them.
挺大的一个损失的。
So
就是
power
我们也
is
希望就
actually
是
is a
能
big
省。
pity and a
现
big
在
loss for us.
包括我们
So
船
that's
上的所
also
有的用
we
电，
try our efforts
就
to
是我们
save
尽量
more
的
energy.
就是
Look
不
at the
能浪费，
electricity.
就是
Actually,
要把电用到最恰当的一个地方。
try to save more energy.
包括
So when
我们
it's
要
really
离开
need to use
白令海峡
electricity, then we use that.
回程的时候
And
可能
for
就
our
很少
way
用
back,
自动舵了，就大概都得手掌舵，因为自动舵
so
耗
we
电
will
还是非
actually
常强的。
talk about not to use a lot of the self automation.
你看，基本上我们在预期也做了几手准备吧，就是假如
We
没
have
没
a
电
backup plan.
没油
Talk
了，
about if
怎
we
么办？
run out of
就是说我们
power,
争
run
取
out
是
of diesel,
离开
what we should do.
西北航道，就进入了往白令海峡
So
走。
we
对我们这点对我们来说，以
on the
后
way back
基本上是
to the Bering Strait,
就是耗电不用太大了。
we
这样
will
的话
not
就是我们
use
保证的是
autopilot,
东北
so
过了
that
东北
will
航
not
线、西
consume
北
a
航
lot
道
of，energy.
还有
So we talk
那
about when
东
in
北
our
航
way
道
back.
和西北航道要过完了以后，基本上是我们这个活动算是
When we passing
比较
the
圆满了。
Northeast Passage, we can see we quite okay. It's a successful voyage.
那我觉得这样吧，因为咱们这个直播呢，也别光让网友看我们说完翟老师说，不如翟老师您，因为刚刚我们看了一下，信号还是不错的，不如您
So it seems like actually the live signal is very nice. So, Captain,
看一下您的那个
maybe that you can show us the boxes of food and the reserve
还有包括这个米莎正在做的
drinking water and also Misha's work.
刚才看好像还可以。
It seems okay.
先下去，然
So
后
maybe give it a try.
扛会儿。
刚才是先看了花，
So look at the plants on board. There's all boxes of food.
在我们进一下
沙漠的美
And
瑰。
also look at what else we have. And here is the washroom.
知道为什么要进洗手间吗？
为啥？
这个洗手间里边全堆的
And
全是水，
look at here. This is all water, drinking
我
water.
们
Look
泰山的
at.
老家的水，
Actually, this is from Mountain Thai. This is from my hometown.
叫固体酒精，
So Mountain Thai, and also we have solid liquor.
这个是固体酒
Here
精。
is solid the alcohol.
储备非常的。
然后这是，对，这是水，
So we have water here.
小行政套房了。
我们现在
不止，船长。
这是我们的，
好的，好的，好的。
这是袋装的矿泉水，
And also we have a bag of drinking
这
water.
是老铁，这是老铁睡觉的地方，
And this is the place where Lotte
老铁
sleeps.
睡的沙发。
So Lotte sleep on sofa.
哦，他不睡那个
围在货当中。
船舱了，他睡在沙发上。
So not in the
对
room.
他感觉这个沙发
Here
是比那个
is
床还
sofa.
舒服。
And he loves sleeping here. He's saying here is more comfortable.
就总现在是这个倾斜嘛，倾斜往这走，说的话正好把它给卡在
Because
那个
right
地方。
now actually it's not really still on flight.
不会晃。
看一下
So
你下在做东西。
feels like not really shaking.
对，
啊
咱们到厨房那一层再看一看罐头。
So the
咱们看
kitchen,
那个罐头呀，那个就是什么羊
we like to
汤啊
see more like the can,
哦，对
canned
了，
food.
这是
And look at here, boxes of food.
是四季睡心给我做的专用食品。
Actually, this
听到了吗？
is a designated food prepared by a company.
这是备的火腿肠，还有
Look at we have sausage
面条
here and noodles, the cup
还有面
noodles.
条，你看吗？这是四季睡心的锅老板，专门开，有煎饼。这里头
And also pancake, Chinese pancake is
埋起来。
哎呀，我天，这么多黄飞鸿！
面条。
对，我让你看那种包装比较不错的煎饼。
So look at actually this old food, old piled food. So we have many boxes of cup noodle,
还有
instant
这个煎
noodle.
饼，
And also
你
the
老家专门
pancake.
给我特制的。
Actually, this is a designated food prepared for me
上次你吃
from
过
my
是吧？
hometown.
对，
我吃过。
这个煎饼，
Fanyi, you had
上
that
次给
before,
我
right? Yes.
40-50样子了。
So that's around 40 to 50 boxes of food here.
这一箱箱的全是煎饼啊。
So that's a boxes of pancake. It's all pancake. So this is what we call pancake, like
这是
this.
从袋子里打出来这煎饼。
那其实您这些食物您怎么补充其他维生素呢？我特别好奇。对，包括比如说咱们不是老是说要吃
So
什么
for
蔬
the
菜水果
vitamin
吗？那维生素咋办
wise,
呀？
so we talk about that. We should actually
其实我们
intake
现在的
a balanced.
现在我们的营养差不多就基本上
So
够了。
talk
包
about
括我
nutrient.
们
We
的
think we have
维
enough.
生素啊，人家过去的
We talk about
是因为
vitamin.
常年的吃不到，就是营养，就是维生素的东西。
In old days, we not consume a lot of food with sufficient
还有包括
vitamin.
像类似于溃疡啊各方面。
So that is why we suffer from disease,
现在基本上我们的配料，
like
包
the
括
a blood
我们吃的
poisoning.
鱼
But
啊，
right now, you look at
包括
fresh fish
我们现在
we
是还有
consumed,
那个牦牛肝儿，看那个牦牛了吗？
and also look at
哪
that.
边哪里？
好像
Do you know what we have? We also have dry, or dried.
看到了看到了。
这是536已经给我
Yak
们
beef.
赞助的那
That's
个
the yak
牦牛牛肉，很昂贵的东西。看
So
啊，
that's a dried beef we have here.
看了吗？一袋儿袋儿的，每
In
天
a
吃
small
2
package
袋
you
儿，
look at, actually, each of us
营养都饱
enjoy
满。
2 bags of beef. You look at here, actually, we have sufficient vitamin.
这看了一袋儿袋儿的了，还有我们的油，
And also, like, see, cooking oil.
明白。所以基
还有
本上微量元素
这
都
是腊肠。看看
And
米莎开
spicy
始做东西了啊，
sausage. Misha, let's check
好
your
嘞，我
work.
们去围观
看到了吗？看烤箱了吗？
然后那个烤箱真的
看到
是太
烤箱里
完美了，我
And look at the oven here. It's a mini oven.
看看烤的是什么？
不是看到
哎哎，哦呦，
哦，这是鱼片吗？哦，洋葱。
宁泰鱼，闻到洋葱的味儿知道吧？还有意大利
So
面，
there's a fish and pasta
这
here.
还做了意大利面是吗？
So in the
对，
oven,
而
that's
且丽
a
莎是一
Polak.
个非常不错的俄罗斯大
Very
厨。
nice chef from Russia.
这段时间他是我们的一个主厨，
And he's our chef on board.
我吃过米莎做的那个红菜汤，还有那个披萨，都特别特别的好吃。
So the pizza and
是不是
the
啊？第一次尝到，
the soup cooked by
尝到那
Misha
个俄罗
tastes
斯的
so
披萨。
nice. The Russian style.
哈哈哈。对了，还有我们老家的咸菜，疙瘩头咸菜。
您的那个咸菜我要看一看。
And also have pickles
您的
here.
宝贝嘛，每天都一定要有这个
Pickles
咸菜。
It's a must for our captain. So our daily must. Pickles.
看到了五香咸菜吗？
So look at this pickles. Can you see this?
这是叫疙瘩头
这
咸菜。
都是从你家乡带来的是吗？
So that's from a hometown as well. So that's my hometown pickles. That's a daily must.
明白。哦，感觉跟就是那种大头
哎呀，
菜。
再看一下我们沙漠玫瑰吧。
So look at this
玫瑰还
plant.
是很给
I
力。
call it a desert rose.
小植物。
这边是我们的服装，
And also here
还
are
有我们
old
的
closets,
航海服装。
our sailing closets.
那个是绿色的服装，是专门是
So
人落在
the,
水
a
里
new
的，
color
可以在水里边生存的那种
So
服装。
that's the surviving or the life saving
对，
clothes. So in the falling water, and actually that's good for you to
但不
stay in
能
the
在太
water
冷的地方待。
for around 1 day. Of course, not really in extreme water. So what's the lowest temperature
大
in
概
Arctic Ocean?
在10度之间吧，
Around
因为
10
现在正好是夏天嘛，
degrees Celsius because right now it's still
就是
summertime.
0度，对，
So
0
it's
度，
around 10
0度
0
到
to
防的应该是
可能
10
最
degrees
低晚
Celsius.
上零下5度吧，而
So
且
in the evening, maybe the
我们
lowest
航行的那
temperature
个
around
区域
minus
晚
5
上
degrees Celsius.
这个甲
For
板上
the
是能
area
结
we
无
are
冰的，
sailing, that will be a frozen little bit, so we could see a thinner layer of ice.
就可能在甲板上会出现雾气啊，都会结冰。
So that you have,
就相当于他刚刚说雾是向下的
because of
你
the
见过
mist,
就是雾
because of the
凇吗？
fog.
就
So because of the low temperature, basically it's
雾凇
transfer
就
that
是
smog, that mist
零
to
下
ice.
一滴
So
零
in
下
a
就
low
会产生雾
temperature
凇。
environment, basically that
特别是
will
大雾
bring
的时
that
候。
a fog to ice.
所以就是到时候有可能在船的甲板上就会
有滑的
So we could see
雾凇来。
that very slipping
就是
down.
长出雾凇，它就是整个甲板上可能全是雾，就是结着冰了。
So the very thin layer upon layer of ice. Actually, that's transferred from
那我
fog.
觉得我们还期待的就是等一会儿看这个明太鱼烤好了以后，
Because we are just waiting for that, a pasta and a pork leg.
最后会是什么？我觉得我们现在观众们其实都在期
So
待。
we're waiting for Misha's
那我觉得
dishes.
就是可能因为今天的咱们的这个直播的时间也是有限，我觉得后续翟老师应该把这个
And
食
due
物
to
最后
the timeless of the live streaming, maybe later
拍照
on,
片儿。
拍照片啊，拍一些视频啊。
that we can ask the captain to get more photos for
可以
us,
可以，
so we could
这段
enjoy
时间我
Misha's
们争取，
dishes.
主要是我们现在也担心到了白令海峡是不是钓不到鱼了。
Because we're quite worried about whether we will not have not a lot of
我
fishes
们
in the
也
Bering
不能钓的
Strait.
太多，因为没地方储存嘛。
But also we cannot get more because we
只要
still
钓够
find
我们
place
吃
to
的就
reserve
可以
them,
了。
right? So just
这
enough
段
for
时间
us
我
to
给老
consume
铁
is
在想，
okay.
怎
So
么
me and
能
Lao Tie think about
能钓到
how we can
帝王
catch
蟹，是吧？帝王蟹。
您这伙
我们
食改
没备笼
善的太
子，
好
the
了吧？
a king crab.
我们准备想钓，用
So
鱼
that's
钩
the
钓帝王
target.
蟹。
That's the target we're looking for.
那我们一定
King
要
crab
见识一下这一场，我们一定要看一下。
So please go
那
live
个
for
我
us, please.
给老铁说，一定要从网上找到
So we
有没有
first
可能用
we'll
鱼
work
钩
with
钓
Lao
到
Tie to see
钓鱼帝王蟹的方法。
that we will first
如果
find a way.
找来找去都是用笼子
Because right now what we use is a
抓
fish
帝王
hook,
蟹
right?
的，但是没有用
So use a fish hook to
钓
get
鱼竿来钓
king
的。
crab.
我估计我们要创造一个记录。
Maybe we're the first to do so. We don't know whether others already had that before.
那我觉得我们这个接下来的视频
我们可以做一期直播，
So maybe we can go live. We can do another live streaming. We may create the
万一
history,
成了呢？万一有惊喜呢？
right?
那我觉得我们这边的直播的时间也差不多到了。那我们
Due to the interest of
期待
time,
能够有这个真的要去钓鱼
we may not have the time to wait for the podcast dishes, but sure, we're waiting for that day that to have another round of live streaming to see that how our captain to
而
use
且
the
我们
fish
这样
hook
的
to
话，我
get
们准
king
备
crabs,
要
right?
要大概预期能钓到的话，我们马上开直播
So。let's see. We will let you
好
know
嘞，好嘞。
for sure.
然后包括同时，我们也特别期待您说的这个。
And also we look forward
然后遇上，然后看
and that you will meet up with the China's
然后
Yulong
非常不错，
对
research
现在能跑到7节，
the scientific research ship. Right now we are operate at 7
我们
knots.
非常满意了。
So we are very satisfied. So talk about today's weather is very helping. So with all good luck.
好，那我们这边就是也跟我们的这个观众来简单 单的总结一下今天的内容。那么我们今天是跟翟老师简单聊了一下。
To wrap up the show, so first basically we talk about the supplies on board, so how really to survive on a sailing boat in the Arctic Ocean, and also maybe 2 pieces of surprise. First, I want to catch king crab by using fish hooks. Another thing is maybe we can meet with the China's coastal ships, vessels, and or the China's scientific research vessels. Please always stay tuned with CGTN New Media. We will give you a heads up, and also please leave your comments to us. What kind of the content you would like to see of our captains on board?
For the audience on CGTN, we still want to have a quick recap and chat with you. So this is our second time live streaming with Captain Zhai and also the crew member on board. And we're, as he just mentioned, we have another 2 coming up, a very fun one. So we want you to stay tuned and also leave your comment on all the social media platforms on CGTN. We are collecting all the questions and then we will answer them with Captain Zhai, or we just do a special edition to answer all your questions and collect information from you guys. So and from him too. So
there's a lot of platforms. So just search CGTN or CGTN Frontline on both English platforms and also the Chinese platforms. And we are collecting the questions you have, the comments, and not just in our live stream, but also we will have our special stories. We will post out in this couple of days, and you will find your comments in that, and maybe you will find our answers as well. So thank you so much for today joining us in this live stream, and also thank you our Captain Zhai. 谢谢翟老师。And
那我们今天 That's a wrap for today. 哎，
我们下一次再来唱
I'm sailing. Bye.
不跟我们一起吃饭吗？